Guys, we'll get started here. Give it more time. Make sure everybody's tagging their teams. I gotta do the same. What is up? Like I said, we're gonna give it a little bit more time. AZ, shout out. What's up, Dreezy? I haven't heard from you in a while, man. It's good to see you. Just tagging we're just tagging people right now. Just trying to post on the GV page. Alright, let's see what we got. It's been a long while. Yeah, I know. Hey, what's up, Pimpin' A Easy, my boy? What's up, guys? How is everyone feeling tonight? Just giving it some time, as it always takes people a bit of time to get in here. It's only 11:02, so we're good right now. I'm tagging my team really fast too. Make sure everyone's on. And matter of fact, let me hit up our chat. Let's see. Second. I actually want to pull this definition up too. For anybody who didn't watch my last one, I'm gonna just leave this up. So junction of two rivers, especially rivers of approximately equal width. Junction of two rivers. I just want y'all to understand that's a good picture. Alright, so I'm just gonna leave it on that right now because I want everybody to understand what that means. That's what I'm gonna be going over tonight along with mindset and of course answering any questions anybody has. Let me see here, hold on. Alright. Let me see. What do we got? What's we learning this evening? I would just really just what I really wanted to talk about tonight was honestly like what questions y'all have, but what I want to bring to the table tonight is a lot of um, things that you should be doing before you even step onto the charts, because what you do on a daily basis is really going to reflect your trades, and that's something that I've been learning a lot. Um, you know, I'm not going to get too deep into it right now because we're going to be waiting for more people to get on the call. Anyone else have sound? Y'all can't hear me? Can't hear me? Hello? Alright, cool. Yeah, y'all can hear me. Alright, bet. So, yeah, really what I wanted to discuss tonight was, proper note taking. We honestly backtest all of our information all the time. That's just kind of super, super key. And that's what I was going to, one of the things that I want to discuss tonight. Like I said, before you even bother looking at one of the currency pairs that you're looking at. What's up, Raspy? What's up? What's up, guys? Let's get it. Let's get it. Go. We'll give it about 5 more minutes, and then I'm really gonna get started. Anybody that's already on the stream right now, does anybody have like anything they want to share, like any good profits or good trades, or just good new team members that you found? I mean, like, I'd love to hear it. Just what's going on with y'all right now is really really what this whole thing is about is for y'all. I want people to really interact, and I want to see where people are in a standpoint as we continue to grow the stream and everything that we are constantly putting out. I want to evolve it. I want it to grow into something that everybody that we can learn from. And it's also we also have to always understand that there is always going to be new people on these calls. Every single day new people are joining this, so we always are going to have to go. You're always going to have to, understand that we have to go over basics all the time. And honestly, basics or fundamentals in general are something that everybody always needs to understand. If you ever hear any, professional sports player or any musician, because for example, I play drums. Well, at the end of the day, when you're kind of getting frustrated with the things that aren't going your right way, or you're not sounding right, or you're not catching the ball or throwing the ball right, whatever it is, you always come back your fundamentals and make sure that you always have a good grasp on your fundamentals. Ooh, you made 466 today, bro. That's so sick. Awesome. Arnold, bro. Hell yeah, $15 is $15, bro. I love to hear it. I love hearing people's results, man. It's incredible to see what we have here. You know what I mean? It's really incredible to see people really setting themselves free and getting onto the right track of their life. Like they say, it's not about changing your destination, it's about changing your direction. So hey, Raspy, just because you lost 3 today, bro, that's nothing. Like, even if that was 300 today, what if if everybody in here understands what Forex is? And what if it took 5 years? What if it took 5 years for you to finally understand how to trade properly? Would it still be worth to you? Would a limitless income, no matter how long it takes, be valuable to you? Is it something that you would literally not stop? If you have to blow account after account, if you lose money, the whole point is that no success ever comes from success. That does not happen. That would be simulation. That would be, robots. And, you have to learn from your failures. And everybody that just said that they, even that y'all lost money today, even our boy, shout out to Horton, that made $400 today. No matter what you do in the markets, guys, you have to be writing it down. If anybody here writing it down or doing what we have been doing, give me a second. I'm gonna pull it up. How do I? Okay, hold on 1 second. Um, sorry, guys. Give me just 1 second. I'm gonna pull up. If anybody was in here when I last stream, or no, yesterday. I'm sorry, yesterday. Emery threw out one of the things that we are going to be offering for people. I'm going to go over it real fast. Where is it? Okay. Alright, guys. If y'all did not see this yesterday, I know keep coming back. Definitely, I'm all in. Forex is life. Forex is life. It is in so many different ways. But guys, what this is right here is a spreadsheet. You know, you've got your food, your gas, your house bills, your credit cards, all of that Monday through Sunday, and then you get totals, right? This can go on and on and on. You can obviously keep refreshing that. But the more thing that we're going to be talking about is the trading journal. I don't know if you can see this because of here. Oh, well. Okay. Well, it doesn't want to cooperate. So, it's down here on the bottom if you get it. But this is, look at this. You know, your beginning balance, your numbers of trades, what pairs did you trade, your entry, your exit, your stop, the date, the time you exited, your lot size, your number of pips that you caught, what news was there, your gain or your loss, and your ending balance. It is so critical. Like, you know, some of us write it down. Most of us are switching onto a digital, platform because it's so, easier, I guess, for us, for me, or for the people that live in this house. Because if you can see where you're losing your money, or if you can see where you're gaining money, it is so important to understand. Because if you're not doing that, and every day you lose money and then you get back onto the market and you don't know what mistakes or the good choices that you made yesterday, you're not going to make it in this market. I'm telling you, there are people that are literally millionaires out of this, and this because they treat it like $1 million business. They do not, just jump into the market and think it's, they're just going to get rich quick. They're just going to throw $200 in and then they're going to make $3,000. Granted, that can happen, but what really are you going to be learning? One of the books that Austin Gotzi, shout out if he's in here, that he showed me was Outwitting the Devil. I highly recommend anyone to read that book. But one particular part in that book really resonated with me, and it's just a little story about myself. When I was in 6th grade, you know how everybody had to do that science fair project, that 3 cardboard cutout, and you had to, talk about whatever it was. Well, whatever. And and when I was in 6th grade, I had to do that science fair, right? But the thing is that I didn't do it at all. I skipped it completely at 6th grade and procrastinated it until the last day that the night before that I had to get it done. And my mom found out about it, and she tore me up about it because, I was supposed to have this done. We've known about this for months, and why haven't I done it? Why haven't I done it? Why haven't I done it? But at the end of that conversation, what did we do? We went to Walmart and got all of the supplies for it, and then we came home, and then we made it. And I shouldn't even say that we made it. My mom made it for me. So I go to school the next day. It ends up being the best presentation out of every kid's. It was so good that they put it into the library, and I got praised for that. And I accepted that praise as in, I did such a good job. I look like I worked so hard on this, and, all of these things. But really, what did that teach me? I didn't meet a deadline. I didn't do my assignment. I did not follow up. I did not show up. You know what I mean? I had somebody else do it for me. So now I was looking for somebody else to complete my work for me. And that's kind of really applies into what we're doing, guys. You'll have to learn how to do this. If you just go in with $200 and make $3 grand, like I said, that is possible on an extremely high, high risk, but it can happen. But what is it going to teach you? The whole purpose is so y'all can understand what you're looking at before the charts even pop up on your screen. You need to understand the market language before you even, try to attempt to make money out of it. Does that make sense? It's so really, Z. Okay. Well, sorry. It says offline. I don't know why it says it's offline. Everybody's in here. Y'all see me, right? But I just wanted to reiterate, guys, that if y'all want this spreadsheet right here, I will email this to you. Hit me up here. I'm just gonna put my name right here. It's in the chat. Hit me up on Facebook and hit me up with your email. If I missed you yesterday, I'll get back to you today on it. And guys, 90% of success is honestly showing up. And I know that kind of like sounds stupid because obviously showing up is just the start. But so many people don't start, and it's so the people that really do make it in life do not quit on the things that that you're going after, that you're trying to achieve and trying to push towards. Have you ever seen that picture of that guy that's mining for diamonds, and that guy that's super close to it gives up, and it shows him walking away, and then the other guy that is like on his way there, and you can see that he's not giving up and that he's going to get to the diamonds. It's kind of like the same thing about what this spreadsheet is for. It's a super powerful thing where you can simply just start managing your expenses. This is your expenses page. Your income. What is Imarketslive paying you? What is your job, if applicable, is paying you? Other. Understand where your money's coming from. If you have debt, here's your debt. Credit card debt, car note, loan, other. I have all of this information here we have made for y'all, and I'm more than willing to help send this out to people so y'all can really start gaining grasp on what needs to happen before you even start looking at charts. We'll get to the charts tonight, but I have to, guys, it is so prevalent and so critical to understand that you have to have that right mindset before you get in. Where can I get that? I just sent you a message on Facebook. Yeah, hit me up. Mike Miles on Facebook, and yeah, I can just hear my phone popping off right now. I will respond to everybody. Just send me your email address, and we'll get that going. And this is something that honestly, don't just fill it out at the end of the week. Every day, every single day, y'all need to show up to these. Friday, if you didn't buy any food on Friday, like you didn't go grocery shopping, or you didn't like eat, you already had food or whatever, or somebody else paid for you, put a 0. Don't just leave it blank. Fill this information out, because like I said, it's all about showing up. It's all about showing up to the things that you need to do to really put your life back in order, because it's not something that I was ever doing when I was working, I only had 2 jobs, but when I was there, I was getting a paycheck, paying my bills. That's all I was doing. I wasn't trying to manage my finances. I wasn't trying to get anywhere further. I was just trying to make sure that my bases were covered and nothing further than that. And what is that going to get you? If you're only worried about paying bills, guess what? You're only going to be worried about paying bills, guys. Understand that Forex is going to pay your bills for you. You just have to get through the education and develop confidence in your decision making, because that's another thing. All right, so like I said, we're not going to touch anymore on this spreadsheet. Like I said, everybody just hit me up on Facebook, so we're good there. So I'm going to go ahead and move that off the screen. Okay. Now we're back to this. Okay, this is confluence. Right here, this is the actual technical definition of what confluence is. And it's where, little rivers, or, same size rivers or whatever, meet like this. You see like this little river meets to this other river, and blah, blah, blah. So you see the visual representation of confluence. Now we look at this, the junction of 2 rivers, especially rivers of approximately equal width. How we apply this into trading is that when you're looking at charts, guys, just because we've drawn up a zone right here, what does that really mean? If I'm only drawing up, I can draw 100,000 lines on this graph. What does that do for me? If you're not understanding what these lines do or how to combine them together, you're not going to get anywhere. You need to find common zones, because look, this is, this could have been support right here. We could have thought that this would have been support and that it was going to go up, and it stopped everybody out. That's just obviously just a very dull example of something, but I'm just saying that if you don't have a confluence of indications then you're not going to make the money in the market, because I guarantee other people are. Oh my god, bro. I'm so sorry. The music is still on. Wow. I'm so sorry. I did not. I totally forgot that music was on, guys. I'm so sorry. And oh, okay. We're in Dallas. Is a trade house. We're in Fort Worth. We're in Fort Worth. Irving. Irving is just an office that we have. My bad, guys. Yeah, but whenever we're in this mode right here, we need to kill our distractions. Like, I know everybody hit me up on their phones and stuff. I should have said this in the beginning. Whenever you hop onto a stream, or you hop onto Chris Terry, or you listen to a webinar, or you're looking at Naked Forex or reading Baby Pips and stuff, guys, y'all have to be dialed in to whatever it is that you're looking at, or whatever it is that you're trying to listen to, because it literally only takes this little thing right here to vibrate one time, and your entire attention span literally stops, and whoever's still talking is still talking, but now you're here. You know what I mean? Like, you're not still listening. You're on to something else, and maybe I mean, of course you'll probably tune back in, but you're going to miss information. So it's all about managing your distractions as well. I'll be out there again real soon. Awesome. I'm 2 hours away. Could still hear you. Me too. LOL. Well, just for this, guys. Like, I'm sorry, but we'll cut the music, because I want to make sure that everybody's in a comfortable environment and ready to learn. Okay, so going back to Confluence, like what I was saying, was that when you are looking at charts, guys, what you'll start to see in the market is that you're going to start seeing how, when you draw up your fib, let's just draw one up right here. Hold on. I always lose fib in this, man. Oh, it's in here. Yep. Okay. All right. So let's just go. Dang it! I knew it would do that. All right. All right. One more time. Fib, 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 fib. All right. So let's just go from this to up to these highs right here, right? Okay, so great. We have a fib in place. But honestly, what does that mean if you don't have Confluence with all of the other things that you have set in place for yourself to really set yourself up for success? Yeah, you can. We see Marino. There's always a lot of people that want to come to the trade house, so we're trying to figure out the best options to do that, because I promise we get flooded with it all the time. I definitely want everybody to be a part of what we have going on. Sorry, I have hiccups. I want everybody to see what we have going on. We try to be as visible as we can on the internet. So give us time, guys. We're trying to figure out the best way to really show people like what the DFW Trade House is about, and what we're going to be doing moving forward. I just want to give a quick shout out really quick to this. We have another team that just opened up. If everybody go give them a like, the Tyler Trade House. You see they have our logo and everything, and it's Tyler, So other people are starting to see the idea of what we have, and really starting to understand that we need to be building trade houses everywhere, guys. We need to be developing people up for success, so people can really stick around and see what Forex can really accomplish in their lives, because it's going to be life-changing for anybody that is ready to learn and take their life to the next level, because I'm sure everybody in this call has already seen people make an obscene amount of money. It doesn't matter where you see it, online or whatever. If you've seen the results happen, especially when it happens like right in front of your face, the game changes. Because I remember when I watched Godsey make $1,000 right in front of me, actually right here on the floor, and when he did that, it really put things into perspective for me, because it would have taken me about 3.5 weeks to make that money. So I went into the bathroom over there and was just like, wow, I can't believe, you have to see it with your own eyes, I guess, but that's kind of like what we want to get to the point to where we can really provide value for every single one of you guys, not just through the Twitch streams, but like for example, that spreadsheet that we sent, like we made that. It's not like we got that from somebody else. We literally, one of our teammates has made that, and we're trying to provide that to you guys. Something that we can give back constantly for y'all's constant support, because we always appreciate it. Amarillo Trade House, check it out on FB. Got you. I already have them liked and everything. And let me get a drink. So, like I was saying, guys, I want to hear y'all's questions tonight. I really, we can go over support resistance and supply and demand and fibs as we normally do. I'm not trading right now. This is not, I'm not going to be calling out trades or anything. We'll never do that because we're not allowed to do that. I'm not going to tell y'all to buy in at a certain point and get out at a certain point or nothing like that. I just want people, I want to see where y'all are. I want to see where y'all are in terms of your education and how we can help provide the next step for you. Because the beautiful thing about this chat, this chat, guys, is that not only can y'all ask yourselves questions, or that you can get over, was Austin on a standard lot? I'm pretty sure he was. This happened in the start of everything for me. When we signed up January 3rd, we got Gotzi and Arslan in here pretty fast because of just like, the DFW Trade House and like the image that we have made for ourselves. And I just watched him do it, and I couldn't honestly tell you what lot size he won or what lot size he was on because I was so new. But I just knew that he had made that money right in front of me, and it changed everything for me. It really, really puts life. It shifted my entire priorities. But okay, continue with teaching on how to. Okay, Arnold. Only thing is fib for me. We'll go over fibs. It's easy. Fibs. All right, so fibs are honestly retracement levels. They are hot zone levels, as you can see, right here. That you can see that price was not going to break off of 0.50, off 0.5, that it has touched. It would come down here on a wick, something, another wick, and then it takes a strong candle to actually physically break through that fib line, So Fibonacci retracement lines are literally what they are. They're retracement lines. They're not always 100% right. You use them in confluence with other things and other indicators to direct your decision making. Hold on, I gotta oh man, a lot of questions. Hold on. Okay, only thing is fibs, supply and demand zones and fibs. Continue with teaching us how to read charts to be successful. Exactly, I think the charts are the hardest thing to learn and how to read them, especially with the fib. That's the vid they mentioned before. Continue to teach us on how to read charts, please. Just keep practicing backtesting. Yes. Do we do live trades in this room? First time here. No, we don't. No. No, we're not allowed to do that. And look back and mark up old charts from years ago and see how they correlate with charts. Bro, that is so true, Steven. When you can see, obviously, guys, news comes out every single week on certain weeks of the month, and just, NFP, for example, the first Friday of every month, you can literally go back to these days and see what the market has done. So you can be more prepared for when you're actually to the point to where the market is now, that you can kind of maybe get a good understanding of where the market might be heading. Reversals, how to spot exhaustion within a market. Okay, so let me go over. So fibs, I hope that I answered your question. All right, so we'll go over the fibs that, honestly, Derek, is it the lower the number? Like on fib, if you're looking at 0.618, the faster it'll turn around, or is it the other way around? I couldn't remember. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So all right. So on smaller zones like 30.2 and things like that, like this right here, it generally indicates a much quicker reverse versus like the deeper ones that obviously don't have such a strong. Yeah, so 38.2 would be aggressive. So this one right here, this is an aggressive fib line. So everyone write this down. I'm gonna say this out. All right. So 38.2 is aggressive. It means that if it touches that line, it might get the hell away from it just as fast as it did. This obviously isn't a direct reflection of that because it's obviously always not 100% right. But as you can see, the market was almost going to touch it. It got away from it really fast. Another one, 61.8% moderate. You know, that you take it like down here, that it's not going to necessarily touch it and get off of it. It could bounce around in it, like as an example right there. The next one, 78.6, is slow down here. You know, so the further and the lower that you get on your fib line, well, obviously, since this is this is an up, that the lower ones are going to be, less aggressive, and the higher ones are going to be, much more aggressive, and that's cool with TradingView that it actually gives you the color code that red, 0.236 has a lot more of aggressive turnaround rate. And then 88.6 down here is very slow, very, very slow for the fib. So one more time, 38.2 aggressive, 61.8 moderate, 78.6 slow, and then 88.6 very slow. And then yeah, so thank you. We have a little notepad here, or a little sticky that we put on our monitors. Just keep it there. Okay, so that is pretty much what fibs are, guys. Now that we've explained all the levels and what they do, you see how the trends from 10 years ago are still consistent today. Not all of them, but obviously the super strong ones. Now, when you say the super strong ones, that's what you're talking about is with confluence. That there's always going to be indications anywhere. Like literally, you can create a support and resistance line or a supply and demand zone or a trend line anywhere. But what does it mean if you have no other type of indication at that one particular point that you drew that trend line on? Then it's going to be it's not strong enough to support whatever it is that you're saying. Do not go into the market and just draw up supply or support and resistance lines and then expect to make money. We've all done that. I remember when I did that when I was a lot less educated on the market, and honestly, it just took my money because you think that it's going to bounce off and then it comes down and then takes off. It'll always fake people out. So exhaustions. How to spot exhaust? Okay, so exhaustion within the market is probably just when you see that the buyers or sellers are winning out. A good indicator for that would be ADX. What is a good one? I think it's this one. No. Hold on. I'm trying to find it. To identify exhaustion within the market, you really are trying to find out which side, because obviously, the buyers are winning right here, and then they obviously were going to start to lose momentum, but there's other things that you can check to see where that starts happening at. And I'm trying to, hey, what's the ADX in here that works really well? You know which one I'm talking about? Is it this one? This one? What? Oh, I guess. Oh, okay. All right. So if you never use ADX, it's average directional index. It kind of just represents, right here that you can see when they start to cross over that generally detects reversals, aka exhaustion within the market. Where do I place the Fibonacci, ADX, and DI? Just had a problem using them on TradingView. All right, hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Let me catch back up to y'all's questions. Okay, fib levels are dumb on TradingView. Exhaustion sounds good too. Good calls and reversals. Why are fibs levels dumb on TV? I don't really know what you. Yeah, I don't really see what you mean. Like how they're dumb. I mean, they're pretty vanilla in that sense. That even if you went to, on MetaTrader, you draw a fib line, like they're still here. Like the same numbers and stuff. There's already a fib line here, so it's just going to be confusing. But I think they all have the same levels and stuff. You can change the colors and all that if that's what you mean. Fibonacci's extensions, not the only way. Have them set up. Just had a problem using them. TradingView. Could you move the chart to the right so I can see where you have your zones? I don't know what you. Hold on. I was gonna just draw some up, so just give me some time. What I wanted to do is, if y'all are on TradingView or not, go ahead and grab a horizontal line. We're gonna put these down here. Go ahead, and then the cool thing about trading views, I can set its exact coordinates. We're going to set this one at 40. And then next one. Style, let's change this one to green. And this one will be 25. Okay, and I actually want to change this color to blue. One more. So the lines that you need to be placing within this, 20, 25, and 40. Let me go ahead and blow this up really fast. Dang it. All right. Oh, I didn't change this one to red. My bad. One of the So, you know, heaven, hell, and earth, kind of, if you will. So when you're trying to find exhaustion within the markets, this is kind of going to be one thing that you're looking for right here. When one blasts over another zone like that, it's really going to say that one of them got ahead of over the other, and that one of them is going to start falling out. ADX is a really good indication for that because it's obviously the average directional index. Oh snap! I believe you placed the fib at the. Oh, okay. Well, all right. I'll get to that. Okay? Fib, real quick. Dang it. You put them on whatever lowest low or whatever highest high that you're looking at. So obviously, since we're looking at an uptrend right here, I went from this. I moved it. So bear with me. I didn't mean to grab the fib line, but I grabbed it by mistake. Wow. Okay. I'm choking so hard, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. So down here. And then to up here, you just do it on a low, you know, like a low to the high, one of the high. Oh man, I did it again. Okay, well you do it to the lowest low to the highest high. You know, whichever one that you're looking at, because obviously you can draw an infinite amount of fibs. You know, they can be everywhere. I can draw a tiny one from here to here. You know, and then you can see the trends within this. And we're on a day. I don't know why we're on a day. I meant to be on an hour this entire time, but okay. Back out a little bit. Let me see what we got. Little mama, show me what you're doing. Alright. Get out of here. Remove all indicators. Remove all drawing tools. There we go. Alrighty. So now that we're on an hour, we'll go ahead and mark up these charts right here, and we're going to kind of see what we see. But fibs, like I said, you would go from up here to like down here, for example. This is a higher high to a lower low. Okay, you're good now. Just before something, couldn't see the webcam. Oh, I'm sorry. And those numbers, 20, 25, and 40. Oh, okay, thanks, man. What do the colors mean? I just took down ADX, but really what the colors mean is just kind of like a visual for me. I like to have blue, green, then red. And really what they mean is that when you find that when they're getting together and stuff, that it might indicate reversal. It might indicate exhaustions. Yeah, the colors don't matter. I just do it my way. I never see y'all show projections with fibs. Fibs are a part of everything that we do. You know, fibs are something that we throw up and you know, really help us to utilize what we see, but of course we don't base all of our trades off of this. One thing that I've always been saying to people that I really want everybody to understand is that just because you saw that this, like for example, went up, you know, that you were like, oh man, like it's gonna go up, like it broke past this line right here, like it's gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go in on a buy, and then you go in on this buy. Oh man, I moved it. Oh, that is so frustrating. Okay, so you go in on this buy. And then, yeah, you might see like a 10, 15 pip or whatever this is right here, you know, like nothing really, and then stop you all out, you know. So that will always be happening no matter what if you're just basing one of your trades off of just a couple of indications. And what I was going to say is that you do not react to the market, you respond to the market. If you miss this, you missed it. There's always going to be opportunities available, guys. So this market is constantly going. You need to be setting in limits. You need to be setting in orders. You should not be instant executing any trade. Because if you're doing that, by the time that you even push the button, the prices are going to be different. So that 2 or 3 pips that you thought you were going to catch are gone because of the time that it took for you to enter in. Excuse me. When you put those, oh, okay. Never mind. LOL. When you put those numbers in for the ADX, do they automatically fit into ADX? Don't understand that question. Push Control Z to undo. All right, bet. Really? Bet. All right, bet. Thank you. I didn't know that. You learn something every day. All right, when it retraces to that 0.382 you have right there, right? All right, hold on. So we'll look at the 0.382. So you're talking about here. When it retraces to that 0.382, you have right goes down to the 1.618 in the opposite direction. I don't understand that question. I'm sorry. That it bounced off of 0.618 and then down to 0.382? Get back to me on that, Shaw. I'm sorry. I don't understand your question. Explain the 40, 20, and 25. They're really just zones. They're really... Let me go ahead and pull it back up because I did not mean to get rid of it. Okay. One more time. Alright, so red is 20. And then one more. This one will be Earth. Y'all can see why I do that, right? You know, heaven, hell, and earth kind of thing. I don't know. You obviously want to be in on Earth when you're making trades. Okay. So really what you're looking for in here is, so when these separate like this, I don't know if y'all can really see it. Okay. Better, well, no, my camera's going to be in the way. Here we go. So when you see that this is happening right here, this separation of the red and the blue, and they break past the zones like that, they break past this 20 and they break past 40, it generally indicates that a big move has happened, but you're obviously not going to see that before it happens. So when you're looking at these, when you're looking at ADX right here, like currently, we can kind of see that it's kind of starting to head in the back in the right direction to come back in, to make sure that you're not getting in on the bad trade or anything, but you have to let it grow. Right now, I don't see anything on USDJPY right now personally. Sometimes this gets so frustrating. I'm still trying. What is this? Okay. Oh, Control Z. Hey. All right. So fib. All right, Moobot. So when you put those numbers in for the lines, do they fit automatically, or do they move them to the correct placement? Yeah. So when you add a line, see, when you go to add a line, then you go to coordinates, and see, since I clicked on it, it went to 37, not 40. So then you just change it to 40, and then bam, you can see down here 40, 25, and 20. So they will automatically fit. That works even up here too, just so you know. That's the projection. Go over supply and demand zones real fast. Perfect, you just showed me what I needed. Thanks, awesome. All right, supply and demand. Let's get it. All right, so rectangles. Need our rectangles. What we're looking for is we're looking for where price touches down in like a certain area. So I see one right here. Let's just throw one up right here. It's right there. All right, click on it. Oops, there goes ADX. Come back. All right, and then we're gonna change. If you're on TradingView and you want to identify your supply and demand, it's right here. Bar your price to. You change that to 1,000, and then there it goes. Obviously, it goes out to 1,000 candlesticks. So that would be a zone. Let's see. We've got one right there. No, I don't like that one. don't like that one. Okay. I don't know. Let's see. This graph is so little. Like I want it more condensed like that, I guess, but draw a little tiny one and then turn it into something much bigger. There we go. And see, I drew that to 10,000, so obviously that's going to be way further out there, right? So when you're on your charts and things like that, you can do this kind of stuff once and then come back to it, the next week. You can have supply and demand written out for you before you even get back to the um, when you get back to the chart, you'll be like, oh, wow, I don't even know when I drew this. What if we were like way out here and we're like, wow, I drew this way back here because price, came down here and then you see right here that it had to battle through this candlestick right here like a really solid, or y'all can't see that. It had to really blast through with two powerful candlesticks. It probably took about 2 hours for it to break past this zone. So now that it broke past it, comes up to it, gets away from it. Just because it necessarily does not touch a supply and demand zone doesn't mean that it does not respect it. That if it's there, if the supply or if the zone is there, then it more than likely is respecting it. As for example here, that even if it touches down in here, it got the hell out of Dodge, and battled. And then right here, it took a little bit longer, but got the hell out of Dodge. And then you see this one obviously isn't this powerful of a zone because there's so much activity in here. So this might not be as powerful, and I think that's going to be the answer to your question. They pull up automatically on TradingView. Okay, wait. Why did you choose that candlestick instead of the higher one? There is no right or way. There's no right or wrong way to draw out any type of indicator. It comes down to personal decision. I could certainly draw another one right here. You don't want to obviously have too much supply and demand or support and resistance, and you don't want like a mess on your charts, if that makes any sense, guys. You want to use all of these indications as confluence with one another, but ultimately, how good would it be if you could just get onto a naked chart and make money? So that's really what they're for. It's just kind of so you can start seeing, yeah, ADX is down here and it's really good, but what if you saw with your eyes that you knew what ADX was doing just by looking at the chart? You know what? How does that make? How that makes sense? All right. Safe to say most people in here are in IML and use the scanner. How do you prefer to use the scanner? And are there pairs you stay away from? All right, I'll pull up the scanner really fast. If y'all don't know what this symbol is right here, just something off topic, search up sacred geometry. It'll start you on a path to happiness in general. I'm pulling up the scanner right now. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. I have to do this every time on this computer. Wait. All right. So when we're looking at the scanner, guys, obviously we're always looking for the higher pairs. These are the newest ones that the scanner has found. I don't stick away from anything necessarily. If the scanner gives me something that I really like, I'll run with it. Look, as right here, the scanner was right. Look, imagine if you had sniped this entry right here. If you had a limit, even though the limit says down here 1.49724, what if you had a buy limit set in this zone, in anywhere in here, and then you could have been out to profit to how much? To take profit one. About 50 pips. It's about 50 pips, right? Yeah, 57 or take profit one. Oh, okay. It's okay. Take profit one is 26 pips because it's from this line right here. It only touched down in here, obviously through the candle wick. So, what did I just say about the background? Oh, these Euro AUD, AUD JPY, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. All these are 1 hour. I like to look at the newest pairs because obviously down here you're looking at 7 days and 26 days and all these like crazy things. I'm not honestly too familiar with butterfly and bat, shark and deep crab and all that kind of stuff. I haven't personally learned that. That's the this right here, the the geometry that it draws right here. This is the harmonic pattern that it has detected. And look, it's right. Scanner was right. If anybody had followed this trade, they'd be up. There's not anything that I necessarily will stick away from. You obviously want to take everything that you ever learn with a grain of salt, guys. No one's like honestly trying to lie to anybody, but you have to make sure that you're making your own biased decision on the things that you hear. With every aspect of life, not just trading. Pull up automatically. How do you know how wide to draw the zone? All right, check this out. Oh my goodness, it's pretty frustrating. Like how this, I hate how the line just gets so flat. Y'all see this? Like what? What is this? What can I do with this? Okay. So when you're drawing supply and demand, you're looking for where price comes down or when price goes up and then comes back down, but it has about 2 candlesticks in this place that it can't break. This is why I like the hour. For a big one right here, you could obviously do this wick all the way to up here. This is a huge, this is a huge zone right here, but it theoretically could be one here. Let me just shout out the line. Hold on. Jesus, come on, please work. It's being difficult. Okay. All right, so we use this in confluence with other things that we've seen. Obviously, this is going to be a really weak zone, but you can see that price like pretty much came down to the exact point where this wick touched. I'm sure if we went further back, we're going to see more. I don't know why it's stopping right here. It's kind of silly. But I guarantee that there would be more activity back here somewhere. And so it doesn't really matter like where you draw the zones at, because as you can see, I drew this, look, that respected it. Back up. Almost touched it, respected it. Came in here for a little bit, respected it. Blasted off. And then now it became something different because there's so much activity in here. This is not what you're going to want to be looking for when you're identifying supply and demand zones, guys. You do not want mad activity in your zones. You want this. You want in and out. You're looking for where it gets to a point to where price literally turns around like that. And it's because it's just a certain price zone within whatever currency pair that you're looking at that is extremely volatile, and it will shoot right back away from it and then might eventually blast right through it too, so it can you take, like I said, everything with a grain of salt. Mine, how do you get the extra minutes and hours on your scanner? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean, bud? What do you mean? Extra minutes. Oh, God. The scanner was really wrong on this one. Woo! See, it's not always 100% right, guys. Like I said, you want to learn from the scanner, not crutch with the scanner. It's just coming down right now. Euro JPY, the yen is just crashing right now. If you go to, let's see, G to J, crashing. USD, this lost me a little bit of money today, crashed. Yen is crashing right now. But your scanner shows 5 and 5 minute. Oh, just because it's up here, it doesn't work. You have to have binary. See, like I'm on a minute or a 5 minute right here. It doesn't work. You have to have your binary option scanner in place. See, like 30 minutes won't work, but the hour will. The normal scanner goes from hour 1 and up. So you always have to have both if you're trying to trade binary. Mine only shows days. I didn't have that top pair. You just might have to refresh it. My biggest question for fib, how do I know my fib levels are not backwards? Because I get super confused. Okay. When you're looking at any chart, right? Hold on. Let me get rid of it. Remove all. Okay. Obviously, when you're drawing fib, because look, when I click fib, the next mouse click that I do is going to start it, right? So if I wanted to start from up here, or even here, do here. If I went up, that obviously wouldn't help me. See, as you can see, 0.786 and 0.618 and all of them are above. But if I go down, now it's 0.236 and all of that stuff. So you're wanting to connect the dot, connect this, this high right here down to this low, and then obviously if you want your Fibonacci, you wouldn't want to stop here. Okay, you just move it over like that, and then bam, you have a whole fib zone. And obviously for vice versa. I hope that answered your question. I didn't have, hey, click vertical bar on the right hand side and drag it up to make the candlesticks more defined. Hold on, bet. I'm still at vertical bar on the right side. Where's that at? I don't see it. Oh, it's this. That's right. Yeah, thank you. I'm still trying to learn TradingView, guys. Thank you so much. Like I said, I'm still trying to get into TradingView, MetaTrader, and this has always been my forte personally. But I see the value of TradingView. It just kind of makes it look. I mean, look at this. Would you rather have that, or would you rather have that? There is no right or wrong answer. I'm just reverting onto a TradingView. I'm sorry, and it's because I'd rather have it on a website like this. This is a website, guys. So you don't need to download anything to read these charts. It's awesome. What's up, Wolfgang? What up? What up? What up? Thank you, Della. What's the best time frame to entry a trade? Whenever you're trying to, John, I'll answer that. Whenever you're trying to look for a trade, you need to be responding to the market. If you think that the market, like for example, if you think the market is going to keep coming down for whatever reason, I'm just like saying for strict example, if you think it's going to come right here, have a buy limit. Have it right there. Right now, price is at 109.091. If you really think that the yen is going to keep crashing, but you have some type of evidence to support way back in history somewhere that it's going to, that this downtrend is going to end, then you have a lot to work with, because if you catch it, great. But if you don't, so what? That's what the limits are for. If it doesn't hit it, you set an expiration date for it, then it just goes away. So you're straight. There is no, there is like no risk, I guess you can say, involved with setting limits and things like that. So whenever you're trying to enter in for a trade, look at the bigger picture of things. When you're trying to find your bias, you need to find and identify your bias of the market. Obviously, we just discussed that the yen is crashing right now. So if you went in on a buy on the yen, you have to understand that you're going against your bias. There's nothing wrong with that. You could have, dang it. All right, Control Z. Hey, shout out. All right. So, what if you had caught this right here and then you went in on that sell? Who can call you wrong that when you cashed out on the profit right here that you went back up for the buy? Then you caught out on the buy, or you caught out right here because you're like, it's going to continue to go back down, because you have to understand, if you're trading against the trend, that the trend is going to go against you. So that's not going to be a long-term trade. You want to be riding the waves. You can go against them, but you want to, the whole point is to ride the wave. Can you go over reversals, please? Isn't the dollar crashing against the yen? I'm sorry. Well, no. Well, the yen in general is going down. This in particular, yes, but I'm just saying the yen is crashing. I haven't checked the news or anything, but there's just something going on. Okay, so reversals. When you're looking for reversal patterns, guys, what you're trying to identify, of course, is through confluence. Like I said, you can draw support resistance lines all day if you want. And you can think that just because it hit this fib line, like look at this, guys. Here, perfect example. All right, I'm not going to try to get off of it. Okay, so a lot of people might think, look, we're going to draw a rectangle right now. What if none of this existed? Don't look at the blues. Or let me back it up a bit. Hold on. Nothing in the blue line exists. Nothing in the blue. So we're here. This is where live time is. Like I said, none of this existed. What if you had went and you had drawn your support and resistance lines? You maybe have found that this could have been some solid support, or some resistance, and you see a lot of activity here, and you even drew a fib line, and then wow, look, it touched the fib line perfectly, and so now it broke up, and then you're like, all right, bet if it hits that again, I'm gonna go in on a buy because it double tapped. Obviously within this candlestick right here, it touched it right there. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of hard to see, but when it double tapped that zone, you could have been faked out. You could have been like, that's a buy. It's going to bounce off of all of this stuff that I have drawn up. Stops everyone out. Then it comes back up and touches it, but you're still not going to be making any money on that. So when you're trying to identify or buy it, yeah, all of the yen is crashing right now. Oh my God, it's Adam. What's up, Adam? Shout out. What's up? What's up? Um, so yeah, when you're trying to find reversal patterns, guys, you want to be identifying the big reversal patterns. You're not trying to find the little ones. I mean, you can, but you need to be having a confluence of decisions to really dictate that you think it's just a reversal, not just a retracement. Retracements and reversals are extremely different. Obviously, retracements are if it's a downtrend, it retraces back up and then continues its downtrend. You have to have a lot more information where you think that the market is actually reversing. For example, the yen right now is crashing. Just in general, it's crashing. So guess what, guys? We should be going in to. All right, bet. I'll hit them up after this. Do you do twin trades? Of course. Twin trades are just like if you think that you got a good entry right here, and that you're going to continue your uptrend, that you go in on two trades, and then obviously if they go into profit, you set your stop loss to break even, so you can't lose money anymore. And if you get up to like a certain point of profit, you can close one out and then trail your stop loss on the second one and continue with your profit and see how far it can go. And that all kind of feeds back into back testing on how you're developing yourself and what you're seeing with the market language. So twin trading is really good. That's the definition of twin trading, guys. If you didn't know, going in on two trades, pretty much on the same, I guess, sure, confluence of what you have found. Whatever, discovery you have found in the market, you would go in on two trades. I think I'd explain reversals. Like I said, you want to be detecting reversals with a lot more things than just like indications. You need to understand if news is coming out. You need to make sure that you go back into the history of the graph and see what it did at this exact same time last week, last year, 2 years ago. Like, what did it do? We're on February. This is February 3rd right here. Like, you know how many February 3rds you can check? Like, all the way back to 1994. You can literally see what the market has been doing nonstop. You can be writing down. If y'all are really trying to make that money on USD JPY, you should have like a ton of information written down about this particular chart and saying, oh wow, it hasn't been this low in 8 years, like something is going to happen. I'm going to be watching this for that reversal. When that reversal comes, I'm going to ride it. I'm going to ride it like a beast, because it's no longer going to be in a downtrend. The yen is going to find itself and it's going to start to come around, as it always does. Is there a way to identify take profit lines? Sure. Let's just say, for example, you went in right here. Take profit lines can, obviously they're generated by you. If you wanted to go up to the next fib retracement line, look exactly what it did. It did hit that next fib line, I didn't draw that fib from here to here to do that. I drew it from like way up here to way down here somewhere, so you could have had your take profit line here, or you could have had a twin trade in to where, yeah, you could have went in, you could have sniped your entry down here because obviously we see a lot of evidence to support, or even like up down here, you would have had a double tap down here, and then the next time that the market would have came down to this particular price zone, you should have had a buy limit in place with a stop loss set that even if the market did go the other way, as it did right here, that this doesn't stop you out, but if it would have kept going, then it would have stopped you out and you would have protected your equity. So you have to always make sure that your stop loss is good in regards to your account size, because look, you don't want to get stopped out right here because, yeah, it double tapped right here, but look at where it's at now, it's on its way. And then you could have cashed out right here at the next fib line at a take profit line, and then obviously caught this all down on a sell, because it's bouncing off of certain lines that we have made. And look, this big blue square right here was that was the supply, or that was the supply and demand that I drew. I mean, it's just drawing off of confluence of things, guys. So would you use the fib lines as your take profit lines? Makes sense? Not really. Like as I've been saying, you want more than that. It just so happens that this happens to be right. I didn't do any of these trades or anything, but I would not have personally gone in on this and expected it to be retracing back up. I would have considered this retracement personally and then went back down, which is what it did. Honestly, it just took more time. So fibs are good take profit lines. Take profit lines are really good if you want to walk away from your trades. What's really most important is that you want to set your stop loss. If you're up 10 pips, close out 5 of those pips to where you've locked in 5 pips regardless. You are no longer going to be able to lose money, but you have locked in profit and you can see where the market goes. Do you recommend an energy or mental Hold on. Do you recommend any energy or mental energy supplement as you trade? No. Absolutely not. You need to have a clear mind of what you want. It's what I was talking about a little bit earlier, guys. If you weren't in here, you have to have that proper mindset before you step on these charts, guys. I can't emphasize that enough. This market is designed to take uneducated people's money and put it into the educated people's money. The people that aren't letting greed, sadness, anger, or any type of human emotion affect the trades that they call out. Because if you are, I guarantee you're going to be on the losing end. You're going to click buy when it's supposed to be a sell. So, remember the word confluence, guys. I want y'all to drill that into your minds as you continue to develop yourself as trades that do not place a trade with one indication. Do not draw up a fib line and think that you're about to make money. What up, TJ? What up, what up, what up, playa? How you doing? Yeah, he just hit me up on the chat. Tell that boy I said what's up. Guys, so what questions do you guys have? I've been reiterating the same things, and that's good for people to understand. I don't really have a whole lot more to talk about tonight, guys. What I wanted to talk about the most tonight was just your mindset. You know that if you want to make the money within this market, then make this money. Make the money within the market, yo. Make this market your bitch. Like, excuse my language, but for real. If you want this to be $1 million business, then make it $1 million business. And I'm not talking about necessarily, one particular thing that you're doing, but just in life in general, guys. Attack everything that you do head on. Don't just like half-ass, something especially as powerful as Forex, because if you throw real money into it, they're just going to take it away from you. But if you go full-fledged and you stick in here, like shout out to every single person that's in this chat right now. There's 7,000 members in GV, and yet y'all are the only ones that showed up to class tonight, guys. Like, I commend y'all. I commend every single person that shows up to these every single night, that goes on to Chris Terry every single night, that is reading the books that they're supposed to be reading and changing themselves. Because if you're in here and you're listening to what I'm saying, then you must not be happy with the circumstances that you're at right now. So you must demand change. You must demand your change in your life, and that's to yourself. Follow up with the spreadsheet that I've given y'all, guys. Like, follow up with this every single day. Do not fall, everybody will fall through with it sometimes, but make sure that it takes 20 days to develop a habit, guys. And if you develop the right habits, we are habit-based creatures. If you understand, we do the same things every single day, no matter what it is. If it's a good habit or a bad habit, or, a habit that you really like that nobody else understands, it doesn't matter. We literally will do the same things every single day because it's what we enjoy to do. People, what books do you recommend for mindset training? All right, bet. Outwitting the Devil. If y'all have not read that book, I swear on everything, do not do anything else tonight but read Outwitting the Devil. I'm telling you. And you can go to YouTube right now. Outwitting the Devil audiobook. Bam. Right there. Free. The greatest salesman in the world. Greatest salesman in the world. And that's number two. From mindset, then it would obviously be Rich Dad Poor Dad, The Alchemist, Think and Grow Rich. And then yeah, like what my boy's saying behind me. Uh, there's so many live speakers that you can actually listen to. One of the biggest ones that have ever influenced me was actually from a company called ACN, and they had um, I don't know his name. He's got a crazy this guy right here, bam, George Zaluki, or however you say his name. This video was nuts. When I was out in Lubbock, we were watching this video, and I could not stop watching it. It was just incredible to watch. So George Zaluki's really good. Outwitting the Devil is probably the most important book. If you don't know what this symbol is right here on this screen, this is called the Flower of Life. If you all don't know what this is, you need to read Outwitting the Devil. You have to. It is like essential. If you want to be a wealthy person, not rich and wealthy in terms of health and obviously how much money is in your bank account, the relationships you have with people, you have to understand that there's certain things that you have to get off of and get onto to take your life to the next step. Oh man. Uh People talk about, oh man, hold on. Okay. What books do you recommend? Okay, improvement. People talk about choosing one pair and mastering it. How do we know what pair? How do we know what pair we may actually like to trade? There really is no correct answer to that, Jesse. It's I like the yen. USD CAD is good. GBP JPY is really good. Euro USD is obviously the most powerful. There is no wrong answer. People trade gold. People trade silver. I mean, people that are in here, I hear it all the time. I'm sorry, guys. I have hiccups. But people trade any type of pair. Uh, Christopher Terry always finds the good pairs that he's always looking at and stuff. So just pick a couple of pairs and follow up with it. Like what I was saying about USD JPY. If this is the pair you choose, go back. Go back in history and see what it has done. Write notes down. Make sure that you have a good understanding of what this pair has done and what it's capable of before you even try to make money off of it, guys. It's so effective. All right. Can you look at and mark up GBP JPY? Not right now, Adam. I'll hit you up later about it. Thanks. Talk about how effective or ineffective you think the auto trader can potentially be if you invest in it. The auto trader is an absolutely wonderful thing. The thing is that you can go in there and simulate like the results and the things that they have, but it does not guarantee the results of the future. We have generated results out of the auto trader, but it comes down to so many factors. What trader did you pick? How much money is in your account? What risk factor did you go on? I mean, a lot of that. Once again, we come back to confluence. You have to have a confluence of all of the trades that they have committed and all the things and all the documentation that you can read. You have to make that that good decision. The auto trader can be absolutely amazing, but it's not going to be flipping thousands of dollars left and right, guys. It's going to take time to build that money. You have to invest into the managed forex account to where you don't want to ever be looking at the money. You don't want to watch the trades that they're making. You just have to understand that when you go to their charts and their things like that, and the trades that they enter into and stuff, that they're all going up. Yeah, I can dip down, but these are master traders, guys. They're going to keep going up. They're going to correct their mistakes just like all of us do. Check this out. Great stuff. Do you get any recommendations for... Yeah, I answered that. Do you trade news? If so, how do you go about it? Anticipating, predicting? News are good. News is really well if you can look back in time and see what that news has done, because certain news comes out every month. NFP, for example, or AFI, or any type of country news. Like Japan will release X amount of news every single day that they have to release. Unemployment rates, interest rates, whatever. Shipping rate costs. It doesn't matter. whatever those are, if you can figure out what they do to the market, money, right? All right, so do you trade news? All right, I need that. Trillionaire, I don't know. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so outwitting the devil, guys. It's incredible. Can you explain what a sell limit and a buy limit is? Yes, so sell limit is like, if let's just say this white line right here is where you thought that price was going to go. If it touches, like, let's say none of this has happened and uh, it went up, and it hit this zone. If it hit it and broke over it for just even a little bit and got, and came back down, you're in. The same thing for a buy. If it comes down, breaks through your limit that you have set, and then comes back into it, it's going to go in on a buy. All right. Also, the greatest salesman in the world. Just search it up, the PDF. Yes, you can. Spirit Science. Oh, my God. Yo, shout out. I'm going to do some. Yo, I love Spirit Science, guys. Spirit Science. See what I was saying about, this is the kind of stuff that people need to really start understanding, guys. Higher perspective, you know, just, it's a lot, Sacred geometry everywhere. Spirit Science is absolutely amazing, yo. I love it. Facebook, if you don't have this liked on Facebook, give it a big like. It gives you a lot of positivity on your Facebook wall. Anyways, make sure Flower of Life, Sacred Geometry. Found a couple of apps on trading journals. Has anyone tried an app? Trading journals. You can hit me up. Hit up Mike Miles on Facebook. Hit me up on Facebook. This is what I've got for everyone. I'm not gonna touch back on it again. Expenses. Food, gas, house bills, Monday through Sunday. Keep track of all of your finances. Then we have the trading journal in the exact same thing, so you can put it all together. Beginning balance, number of trades, pairs traded, entry price, exit price, week 2, week 3, week 4, and so on and so on and so on, guys. So, make sure that we have this all right. Pairs traded, entry, exit, stop loss, what time, what date, when did you get out, lot size, number of pips. This is a good app. You don't have to use this. You can use whatever you found. Doesn't matter. The whole point is making sure that you are backtesting the information that you're looking up. Flower of Life, found a couple. Any other books? Just wanted to make sure I read them all. Outwitting the Devil. Think and Grow Rich. The Greatest Salesman in the World. The Alchemist. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Naked Forex for Forex Training. Another one, guys, help them out. If I'm missing one, I'm trying to think. The thing is that like I said, guys, I've been doing this since January 3rd, and before, back in December, all I was ever saying to people was soft or crispy tacos and what kind of meat you would like. So my life has honestly gone 0 to 100 real quick in 2016. I feel a huge vibrational shift happening in the world, and I feel like we are a part of that to a very, very high degree. That Forex is going to be something that can really help people out. I'm getting a call right now. I'm going to go ahead and kill that. That I forgot what I was saying. That call totally just wrecked my mindset. Anyways, books. Yeah. So just because my life has gone 0 to 100, I have reread those certain books. You have to understand, just because you read Outwitting the Devil one time. Hold on. Hello? Hello? All right, Matt. Yeah, hi. Who is this?
Hey, how you doing? My name is William. I'm on a Genius team.
Oh, hey, I'm actually doing a live stream right now on Twitch. I'll hit you up after this, okay? Yeah, no worries, bro. All right, sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, so I read. You have to reread the book. Just because you read a book one time, you're not going to get the information. I'm sure anybody who's in this chat right now or on this call, if y'all have read a book and then reread the book and reread the book and reread the book, you got different meanings out of it every single time that you read the book. Am I right? Or am I right? So always just make sure that you have those core set of books that you were constantly feeding back into your mind, because Yeah, you read it one time and you're going to only hold on to it through memory. But if you read it and live it every single day, you will literally represent the success of that book. So, Mike, I don't remember about us talking about the ABCD method. Christopher Terry was talking about. Could you go over that all? If you understand, I do, but he'll be going over that tonight. That's actually more his method. I don't really mess with it too much. ABCD is it's just another indicator. But like I said, I don't really mess with it so much. I learned it from him, but he's the best at that. Og Mandino, the greatest, yeah, really though. Confluencing with the higher self, like Trillionaire, shout out, bro, for real. People have to understand that there is so much more going on in life right now than just paying bills and showing up to a place or even just trading money on in forex, guys. There's a world we have to change. There is a vibrational frequency that must be met with the not even just the human race, but everyone. And I'm not going to get into that, but okay. Uh, which does the yellow zone bar on the scanner mean? Let's see what you mean. Oh, this. Like, okay. Yeah, it's a zone. It's literally a zone that for example, I'm not going to pull up like one that it's, losing on. Uh, Let me see if I'll find another one. Hold on. Okay, there's a tiny one. This is a zone. It's giving you your entry minimum and your entry maximum. That's giving you a time frame, if you will, to buy in or to go in on a sell, whatever. That's what that yellow zone's for. So all of this right here could be money. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. AB equals CD equals fibs retracements. It's like this right here. A to B to C to D. So, all right, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna try to take any more time to guys tonight. I hope that everybody took a lot of notes. I hope that anything that I said resonated within y'all. Make sure that you hit me up on Facebook if you want the email attachment. Please, guys, take a picture of you watching the DFW Trade House chat and post it on social media, guys. We really, really always appreciate the love and the support that we see out there because we will not stop doing this regardless if that never happens. But it just really helps with the visibility of how we can help everybody understand Forex if everybody is seeing the DFW Trade House stream available because we will not stop doing this, guys. Every day at 11 o'clock Central PM, we will here to answer y'all's questions, guys. All right, Adam, I will hit you up, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Um, you know, Please take a picture and tag and make sure you tag the DFW Trade House so we can see it. We'll show some love. Make sure that tomorrow night, if y'all have any questions, write it down so we can get them answered tomorrow. Or your teams, like if your team needs help and needs to be tagged into something, like make sure that everybody gets plugged into this, guys. Let's spread the word of all of the free education that we're putting out there so we can provide value. Even for the people who really just want to grow this business and show other people that they can make money in the Forex market, let's make sure that they see us. They can say, hey, the DFW Trade House teaches all the time. You can plug, that is just another thing that you can show new people to help them plug into new information and make sure that they show up. We will show up if y'all will show up. You know what I'm saying, guys? So I love y'all all so much. Every single one of y'all, please hit me up on Facebook, connect with me, ask me anything, mindset, trading, where we live, what my favorite animal is. I don't care. I just want to connect with every single person, guys. I love y'all all so much. Y'all have a great night, guys. Thank you. I will also upload this to YouTube.